Welcome to Sunday Morning Live. I'm Sean Fletcher.
And I'm Ria Hebden. Coming up on today's show...
Miss England Bhasha Mukherjee, who's also a doctor, says people should stop being negative about beauty contests.
For me, beauty pageants are the same choice that you give a woman whether they decide to be a doctor or an astronaut. We should just let them do what they want to do rather than put labels on it.
Bhasha Mukherjee is the current Miss England who'll be competing in the Miss World contest in December. And she's also a doctor and a campaigner for better health education. But she's a bit fed up with people criticising beauty contests and those who take part in them.
Her Hindu faith is very important to Bhasha too, and I went to meet her in her local temple to discuss that, her career, her hopes, and the effect that winning Miss England has had on her life.
Our new Miss England 2019 contestant number 8, Bhasha.
Well, Bhasha, what was it like when you won Miss England? And
Unreal.
they put a crown on your head. I mean, it must have been a fantastic feeling.
I was like, this can't be happening. You know, it was a flash of all the love that I'd received and all the people that had been praying for me or, you know, giving me some kind of blessings through the years, through whatever impact that I'd had on their lives. That's what flashed in front of my eyes.
We're in your hometown of Derby. We're in your temple because you're a practicing Hindu. Tell me how important your faith is to you.
My faith has always been very important to me. I spent a significant amount of time growing up in India. I was 9 years old when I moved here. And I spent a lot of time with my grandparents, and they were very spiritual, and my upbringing was very, very deep-rooted in my faith. Prayer and spirituality, I feel, has contributed to a lot of any success that I've tasted, really.
And so now do you visit the temple much?
Yes, I come here on the special occasions and celebrations that they have in the temple. But I also quite prefer the personal connection with God that I have in my own personal time more than rituals so much.
And you embraced your culture, didn't you, with your Miss England talent entry?
Yes.
You did a traditional dance. Why did you do that?
I realised that I might as well use this as an opportunity to introduce my culture and flaunt it with pride.
How do you mix the roles that you have as Miss England, so acting and modelling, with your faith?
There's a saying in Hinduism which says that we should see God in everybody and every being. You know, whatever their, you know, their creed, culture, background, whatever it is. And I think that's the thing that I've always followed in my life from my faith. So as much as I enjoy modelling, it always was a nice, happy distraction almost from, you know, the day job that I had of being a doctor and studying in medical school. You know, it's just a hobby and a passion for me.
So how do you juggle these two parts to your life? You're a junior doctor, you're also a beauty queen. It's like you're leading a double life, isn't it?
Yes, in a way that's true, but at the same time, I feel that my Miss England journey has actually enhanced my role as a doctor in many ways. And I thought, what better time than now to focus on a prevention campaign, which is what I'm doing with my Miss England platform. I'm doing a massive prevention campaign for type 2 diabetes, which is the 4th biggest killer worldwide, and it costs the NHS 14% of their budget. I think I'm very fortunate that I've been able to get that time, that platform and that voice, you know, to complete, in a way, my role as a doctor, treating and prevention.
When many people think of Miss England, they think of women parading around in swimsuits. Is there really a place for that today?
See, that's where you're wrong, because last year we had the first hijabi contestant who made national news. On top of that, a South Asian woman, she was a Pakistani Muslim woman, took part in Miss England this year, who wore a wetsuit, and she changed history with that picture. The swimwear competition part of Miss England, it's an optional round, and I actually didn't even take part in that round. And obviously, I'm sitting here right in front of you as Miss England.
So you don't think it's anti-feminist, the beauty pageantry industry?
Not so. I think, for me, beauty pageants are the same choice that you give a woman whether they decide to be a doctor or an astronaut or any of the more male-dominated industries. Why should we start now thinking that women should only be in those industries and they can't still do the more female-dominated industries? Women should be allowed to do what they want to do and pursue a career if they want, be at home if they want, and we should just let them do what they want to do rather than put labels on it.
And what about your future? What will you be doing in 5, 10, 15 years' time, do you think?
So in 5 years' time, I see myself as a GP, not just focusing on treatment, but prevention. I want to see more healthcare professionals reaching out, going into schools, educating young people, and I want to see health education be part of the national curriculum. So that's my vision, essentially. Yeah, maybe starting a family as well at some point. So things like that, yeah.
Well, Bhasha, good luck with all of that, and good luck with with Miss World in December.
Thank you very much.
Dr. Bhasha Mukherjee determined to use her Miss England title to help her medical campaigning.